Hello, my friend, and welcome to another day, another video by me, your host, Alfred Chimombe. So, earlier today, I was on LinkedIn and I saw a question on someone's profile by a graduate who is about to finish at university and is graduating, has been applying for jobs, but now no feedback has been coming and it's all looking negative, doom and gloom. They're not sure what next year will have in store for them, and they were looking for suggestions on how they can proceed and find some form of solutions. I'll talk about three key aspects that can be done in such a situation, which many people the world over are going to find themselves in with the COVID-19 crisis that we are facing. So when you're faced with, and this will apply with any challenges really that you are faced with, not specifically to finding a job and employment, the first step is to face reality. And this is not about being negative, it's not about being a pessimist, it's about facing the facts as they were. So facing reality currently says jobs are scarce, companies are shutting down and downsizing, salaries are being cut, and the job market is shrinking. So reality says it is now tougher to find a job if you are looking for employment. The reality says it's tougher to meet your monthly expenses if you are in a job where you've been asked to either reduce your salary or been told there will be no salary increases. It's becoming tougher to survive and to cope financially. So that's the first thing. You need to face reality. And then the second step, so here I'm talking high level without digging too much deeper. In later videos, we'll go deeper into each of these areas. Leave a comment below if there's a specific question that you have. The second area is to then look at how deep is the hole that you're in. So if you're still living with your parents or still living with someone who can cover most of your expenses, your living expenses, your hole is not as deep as someone who is living with their significant other and with their children. They're the breadwinner and then they are out of a job. Now there's no more income. Rent has to be paid, food has to be bought, the lights, electricity has to be paid for, water, all these things that have to be paid for. So you need to sit down and be objective. How deep is the financial hole you are in? If you were to be asked how much do you need in order to be at point zero, where all your basic expenses are covered, how much would you need? That is to look at how deep is your hole. Then point number 3 now addresses point number 2, where we then say climb out one step, 1 rand at a time. What do I mean by that? And this is where the rubber meets the road. You need to take your ego out of the equation and acknowledge that certain things will be painful and will hit your ego when you do them. Acknowledge it, but don't let your ego get in front of your stomach. Wash cars, the neighbors, go and talk to the neighbors. Say, listen, I'm out of a job, or I'm looking for a job and I can't find one. Can I wash your car once a week for so much? Can I mow the lawn? Or can I do these chores for you once a week, once a month for so much? If you have the elderly close that are within your community. And even if you don't, offer to go and buy their groceries. Of course, they give you the money for it, but you go and buy the groceries for them, and you can charge them and say, listen, 10 rand or 20 rand or so much money to go and get your groceries and deliver them to you. Buy and sell sweets. Buy them in the big packets, then sell them individually. Chocolates. Find the things that the people in your vicinity and in your community, what are the things that they seem to do a lot or need a lot of? Do they eat a lot of sweets during the day? So find something. This now requires you thinking out of the box and looking around you in your community to say, what are the things I can do to turn 100 rand into 110 rand? To turn $10 into $11, to turn whatever denomination it is that you operate in, whichever country you're in, to turn that into a 10% profit. And this is where I said take the ego out, because you might feel like you're degrading yourself, but your ego cannot be allowed to get in front of you and your stomach. So find something that works. Try it. If it doesn't work, you stop. You try something else. Keep trying. Keep trying. The point is, don't sit in depression that you cannot find a job. Still continue applying, but while you're applying, turn that 100 rand into 110 rand, $10 into $11. So that's it for today, my friend. A bit of a serious topic, but a desperately needed one. I hope you've picked something that you can use. If you have any questions, put them in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Enjoy, be blessed, please do subscribe.